请大家起立 please raise up to welcome the two presidents.
Thank you very much.
尊敬的习近平主席，
Your Excellency President Xi Jinping, Your Honorable President Donald Trump, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, good afternoon. The press statement made by the two presidents now starts. First of all, I would like to invite President Xi to make his statement.
尊敬的特朗普，
Your Honorable President Donald Trump,
各位记者朋友，大家好。
friends from the press, good afternoon.
特朗普
It is my great pleasure
和大家
to meet all of you, together with President Trump. Let me begin by extending once again warm welcome to the President for his state visit to China.
2天来，
Yesterday
我同
and earlier today,
中美关
the
系
President and I have had in-depth discussions on China-U.S. relations and major international and regional issues of mutual interest.
海湖庄园
We reviewed the important progress
以来的
made in the relationship since we met at
就
Mar-a-Lago,
今后一个时期
and we
两国
discussed
关系发展
how to further move forward the relationship in the months ahead in great depth, and we reached a series of new and important consensus. Our meeting is constructive
丰硕成果。
and productive.
我也向特朗普总统
I shared with the President the policies adopted at the 19th Party Congress.
强调中国将
I conveyed China's firm commitment to deeper reform, greater opening up,
步于走和平
and
发展道路，
a path of peaceful
不
development,
断同各国的利益交
and
流，
China's desire to expand converging interests with other countries and promoting coordination and cooperation among major countries.
特朗普总统也向我介
President
绍
Trump shared with me his domestic
国内改革
reform agenda and foreign policy priorities.
中美两国的发展
The development of China and the United States is mutually reinforcing without contradicting each other. Our respective success serves the common interests of both
我
countries.
们认为
We believe that facing the complex and changing international landscape, in maintaining world peace and stability, in promoting global development and prosperity, China and the United States, being two large countries, share more common interests, shoulder greater responsibility, and enjoy broader room for cooperation.
一个健康稳定
A
发展的
healthy,
中美
stable,
关系
and growing China-U.S. relationship is not only in the fundamental interest of the Chinese and American people, it also meets the expectations of the international community. Through mutual visits, meetings, phone calls, and correspondence,
及时就共同关心的
with a view to having timely communications on major issues of shared interest.
我们同意充分
We agree to make the most of the diplomatic and security dialogue, comprehensive economic dialogue, social and people-to-people dialogue, and law enforcement and cybersecurity dialogue, four high-level dialogue mechanisms, and work together for greater results out of these dialogues.
我们认为
We believe that
中美作为世界
China
前两大
and the United States are the two largest economies and important engines of global economic growth. We need to further expand trade and investment cooperation, strengthen macroeconomic policy coordination,
经贸关系
pursue
健康
healthy, stable, and dynamically balanced economic and trade relations.
有必要制
It
定
is necessary to formulate and launch economic cooperation plan for the next
就处
phase
理贸易不平衡
to have continued in-depth discussion on trade imbalance, export restrictions, investment environment, market openness, and other issues,
并积极拓展
and
两国在能
work
源
to support
基础设施
practical
建设
cooperation in energy, infrastructure, Belt and Road Initiative, and other areas. Just now, the President and I witnessed the signing of some major cooperation agreements by our businesses. During this visit, the two sides signed over $250 billion of commercial deals and two-way investment agreements. According to China's timetable and roadmap for opening up, China has announced a number of steps to promote market access. This speaks volume of the broad space for further economic and trade cooperation between the two countries, which would deliver great benefits to the two peoples. We agreed to expand exchange and dialogue between our two militaries at various levels. Realized at an early date, the visit by U.S. Secretary of Defense to China and a senior high-level Chinese military delegation to the U.S., and work to ensure the success of the first joint staff dialogue mechanism and